Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about the statement, no contact doesn't work. First of all, no contact itself, what are its goals? For anyone who starts reading or hearing about it, it's relatively clear. No contact is a tactic to get your ex to come back to you. How does it do that? It makes her miss you, and that builds up in her to the point that she will come back to you begging, on her knees, pleading to see the error of her ways. Lovely. As Luke would say in the totally crappy 8th installment of Star Wars, impressive. Every single word in that sentence was wrong. So from the top, no contact is a technique for staying away from negativity and focusing on yourself. Personal growth and eliminating self-inflicted mistakes within the relationship is why it gives you the greatest chance of getting your ex to rethink. Moving on, your ex has certainly made mistakes in the relationship as well. Never let anyone tell you that you were the only one to blame. That would be gaslighting. But breaking up in itself is rarely a real mistake. Because the two of you didn't change something that would have caused the thought of breaking up to fade into nothingness. And hardly any ex will beg or come back on their knees. You shouldn't want that at all. You want to meet at eye level, if it should come to that. By the way, this is the reason why begging is also the wrong way for your side. You submit to her, and if she would give in, you would have to kiss her feet to keep her, or you would fall back into old behavior because it seems normal to you again. The goal of no contact is thus perfectly clear. You are working on yourself in every possible way. You are improving and not slipping further into depression by keeping yourself busy. In time, your heart heals as well. Among other things, because it is progressing and you feel it. You are probably making more progress than the last time you were with her. You don't need her anymore. This does not mean that you should not want her anymore. But making yourself dependent on her was a mistake even then, and it dragged you into despair after the breakup. When I look at it like this, can no contact really fail? In my eyes, there is only one thing that can fail, and that is you. By stopping to work on yourselves. Because that's exactly what pulls you back into the downward spiral and possibly ends up with you not being able to get out of it for a long time. Did you start out with the goal of getting your ex back? Yes, of course, and that's okay. You have to have goals that motivate you, or you won't move forward. But goals change over time, and you should also set your goals so that you have control over them. You have to reevaluate that when you can think clearly again. And I was able to do that again only after about 2 months of my separation. The realization usually comes with time all by itself. So from which direction comes the statement that no contact would not work? I think there are few factions. I have understanding for every single one, and I can put myself in their position. It's almost like their steps. You must have heard of such systems. For example, the stages of grief. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Here, in general, and for everyone themselves, it's a little different which stages you get to at which point. But in the end, everyone arrives at acceptance. At least that is the natural and healthy way. How long it takes to get there varies, depending on how much you let it get to you and how much will you have to pull yourself out of it. That's what no contact is for. Keep the negative away from you. In this particular case, the negative is actually the ex. That can and will change. Both for you and for her. The negative associations you have with her now will diminish over time. Your quarrels and mistakes will, in time, no longer associate her so strongly with negative feelings. Only time and uncertainty have this power over you. No contact. This is not a promise that you will definitely get them back. As I said earlier, that would be a side effect of your personal growth. Especially in matters of relationship and friendship, you will always get back what you can give yourself. And you can expect the same from your counterpart. To put it simply, if you are a 6 on a scale of 1 to 10, you will not get anything above a 6. At least not in the long term. And we're not talking about pure appearance here, as guys sometimes do in a simplified way. This applies to both women and men. Increase your personal value. Your self-worth. Know how you are, what you need and what you want. If you then go in this direction, you will notice how your environment perceives you quite differently. And you will also meet people who are better suited to you. No contact does not work. No contact worked the moment you did something for yourself instead of thinking about your ex 24 hours a day, and hopefully you can stick to it. Take care and see you in the next video.